Hey, what's up, guys? Trey Smith here. Super excited to bring the most requested feature we've had at Autofunnel live today, which is email. Now, we're debuting this with broadcasting, where you can send an email to your list. You can have unlimited leads. We don't charge any more for that. You can import your list and more, and then send those emails. And what you're going to see in a second, I'm going to demo this for you, is first off, a whole entire new UI with Autofunnel. We're going to be debuting Autofunnel 3.0 in the summer. This is the direction we're going. This is why we've been working so hard on this, and why you've probably been wondering what's going on, what you're about to see right now. Now, of course, just like our software, we're not just doing regular email broadcasting. Our software is going to write the email for you. We've increased our speeds, we've increased the quality of writing, and it's going to create great images and more. But honestly, you got to see it to believe it. So here it is, broadcasting inside of Autofunnel. Hey, what's up, guys? Trey here, and super excited to show you probably our most requested feature, which is email messaging. Now, on the left-hand bar here, you're going to see that we have a new section called messaging. If you click on that, you'll see a sub-menu. Right now, we have broadcast and email templates. Soon, you're going to see autoresponders and SMS, text messaging, workflow, a ton of stuff that we're really excited to debut that we've been working on. Now, broadcast is going to send a single email to a subset of your group. You can do it to your whole entire email list. You can do it to what we call smart list, or you can even do it to a single tag if you want to. Now, if you don't know what smart list or tags are, I recommend you go check out the other video in the help article about contacts, all right? Because I'm going to show you quickly, you actually need to have contacts in here in order to email them. You can't email it if you don't have any in here. So we have a whole entire help article that we're going to link to that shows you exactly how to set up your contacts, import your list, or do it manually, or get contacts from people using Autofunnel. Once you have that, you're ready to go to messaging, broadcast, and start sending emails. All right, great. So when you're ready to send a broadcast email to your list, it's actually super easy. You can see I have two here. I have one guitar playing secrets, and then we have chicken dancing secrets, all right? So these are two different products that we created because we want to have a lot of people chicken dancing, I guess, to our guitars. I don't even know who made this stuff, all right? But anyway, so I'm going to click on guitar playing secrets, show you guys how all this works, and then show you how all this was built with AI. I don't know this guy. This isn't whoever made this, right? This is just an AI image that was generated with our AI agents. Now, first off, if you think this image is too big, you just grab this handler. You can move that up if you want, and we can say, you know what, I think I'm just going to pull it right there. Then that's perfect. Now, while I'm selecting this image, there's a few things I could do. First off, I could say, you know what, I want to bring this down. I want to have the headline up here. You just click these move up and move down buttons right here to do that. Or I could look at all of these different image settings. I could change how the image fits in the container. I could have the alt text here. I could have it hyperlinked to somewhere specific, or I could just choose my own file from my computer, and I have layout and spacing options as well. Now, anytime you click something in this middle section here, which we call the editor, you're going to see a lot of different properties, right? We could change the font family if we wanted to, the size, the spacing, how thick it is. We could bold, italics, or underline. Then we could do all the alignment stuff as well. Or, of course, highlight a certain part and then add a hyperlink so it links to another web page. And then we have the same layout and spacing options here as well. Now, if I scroll down, we're going to see we also have a button. You know what? I think the AI made this a little bit too big, so I'm just going to say join now. That's great, and I think I'm ready to go. But we could change the font size and all that stuff as well, or say, look, I want to make this a pill and be more of a rounded rectangle instead of straight, and then we could change the typography and all of that, super easy to do. Now, let's say I don't want this button at all. I just go to the bottom here and click delete, and then now it's gone. And if I made a mistake, I'm going to go up here and click undo, and it will be right back where it was before. Now, let's say I want to add another feature. I can click on the plus sign over here, and we have a lot of stuff. We can add a new section, we could do a header, we could do text, image, divider, and you know, I think I'll do a divider right here. I can put it wherever I want, but I think that's going to be perfect. And of course, I can click on that divider and then see all of my options and say, you know what, I think we'll make this a little bit darker, we'll make it red, etc. So we could change the width. We could choose to make it dashed instead if we wanted to, and you have all of your options there, and it works for everything in this Elements menu. Now, I'll show you about testing your emails and all that kind of good stuff, but first let's go back out here and create a new email with AI. So I'm going to click on New Broadcast, And you'll see I have three options. I can do an empty one. I can do a message. This is just going to be text, like a basic text email, or promotion, which is what you just saw and I think looks the best. So I'm going to choose that. Now I want to write an email that teaches people how to get YouTube followers. So I'm going to go ahead and call this YouTube follower for the internal name. This is just for us to know what it is. And then this subject's going to say how to get new YouTube followers. There we go. Now I can write this myself if I want, or write it with AI. Well, of course I'm going to choose AI because that seems a lot more fun. And then I just want to give a quick description of what this email is about. So I'm going to say I created a new course and it teaches people how to get 1 million followers on YouTube. All right, now you can see I misspelled teaches. I can correct that if I want, but it doesn't matter. Our AI system will detect that and figure out what you're talking about. Now, what type of tone do I want to write in? Well, typically you're going to do professional, semi-professional, relaxed. My favorite is conversational. I use that a lot. It's kind of how I talk, how I do these videos, but you could do one. These are all going to be in alphabetical order. Apathetic, right? Bittersweet. All right, maybe there's a time, but we added these because we think they're kind of funny. One of my favorites is sarcastic. It really creates some crazy stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and just go with conversational. I think that's great. And yeah, so we're going to click on next. And literally in about 6 seconds, it's going to build the whole entire thing. Awesome. So this looks good. First thing I'm going to do is make this a little bit smaller there. I think that's great. Ready to boost your YouTube game? Join my new course to hit 1 million followers. I hope you're doing great. Wanted to share some exciting news with you. I recently put together a new course all about how to grow your YouTube following to 1 million. So here's the thing. The copywriting's pretty good on this stuff, right? You can just send it as it is right here, right? You obviously want to scroll down, make sure that you put your hyperlinks in. That's not going to be done for you. We don't ask that stuff, and the AI system doesn't know where you want people to go, but it's pretty good copy, right? Now, but of course you also can get in here and just quickly highlight stuff, delete it. If you want to bold something, easily do that and then bold a section and all that stuff. So it really starts you on third base or home plate if you're just ready to, click send and go. And once you start using this, you're not going to believe that you were sitting there slaving over writing emails, looking at this blank screen before. Okay, so when we're ready to send this email, we have a few options. First, we can look at the settings, and this is just going to be like background color and stuff like that and the width of it. Just go with the default if you're not really nerdy with that stuff. You can test it by sending it to yourself if you want to do that as well. Our default domain is quicksend.ai. So when you see anything from that, that's going to be your test email there. And then you can save it, of course, which I think is always a good idea. And then when we're ready to send, we're going to click continue. So senders, we're going to talk about this in a second, and it might look slightly different. This is the very first version, and we're going to make a little bit of changes here. But sender, you can either do it from our quicksend.ai. We will have a limit of how many emails you can send. Right now, we're going to launch with it being 5,000 emails, unless you email support, and then we can verify that your spam rate is okay. But it's very easy to add a sender. I'm going to show you. You can click this button to do it. I'm going to show you another way in a second in settings, and it does not take long. And then instead of coming from our domain, quicksend.ai, it'll come from your domain, right? And that's what you want to do. But so who are we going to send this to? Well, right now I only have 2 people in my contacts. I have Trey Smith, which is me, of course, and Nick, which is my co-founder. So I'm only going to send this to 2 emails, right? But I could do a smart list. For example, I've made a smart list. If you've seen the contacts help article, you'll see me create this smart list that's just leads. All right, so this would be only to the people who are leads, or I could say I want to do it to everyone, or choose a tag and say, you know what, let's send this only to customers. All right, so that's only going to 1 email because right now I only have 1 customer in this database. All right, but I'm going to do all contacts, and then the email subject, I can change that if I want. I can send it right now, or I can send it later, and we can just put in the specific time that we want to do that with a time zone. Click launch, and it's ready to go. All right, guys, so that is Broadcast, super easy to use. And what's great is all of our messaging applications that are coming in the future and that will be available soon, they're all going to use the same format. So once you know how to use this, you know how to use them all. This is Trey Smith with Autofunnel. We'll talk to you later. Bye.